что это открытый мир, свобода действий, реально, стилизация прикольная. Obsidian Entertainment плохих игр особо и не делает. Движок на арену. Субтитры включить, показывать, субтитры показывать, поставить. Я создал новую игру. Я там зашел, посмотрел, побегал, всех поперевалил.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left to drift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Вот это да. Сейчас я буду сам себя создавать. Сделаем. Не надо. Ловкость. Интеллект.
Your skills would have been wasted in a corporate lab. A lab spread, eh? Oh, we all start somewhere, I suppose.
Давай, ну-ка. Все. А, уйди, да ты, блядь, иди нафиг отсюда. Как меня зовут? Меня зовут мистер Папа Псих. Спасибо, что спросил. Хотя чё? А чё я? А я назову его, знаешь как. Что? Джуба. Джуба. Джубае. Все, принимаем. Дальше. Все, Джубае создали.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Ушел в точку, как в белой мере. Черный бумер или в белой мере. Лапку
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down to 90%. Skip drive.
Shit.
Это мадабака. Да, разберем.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Что? Ну я-то знаю, что происходит, а вы-то не знаете, а я-то знаю, да. Я-то знаю. О, ну и грузин.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working?
Слышал.
Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh.
Настройки. ГДД, размытие много. Та-та-та. Ограничение, яркость поля зрения. Давай.
Well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Много. Поля зрения у нас.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Я вас не звал, идите нахер.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Spacer's choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Damn it, my ears! Ugh. Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Сенсу поправлю сейчас. Управление. Чувствительность меньше. хотел, блядь. Ну да, лутом, блядь. Там лазить до сих пор с камерой вниз, да. Какой-то. Взлом компьютера. Да-да-да. Так, ну, ножик. 73, 73. Вот такой хочу. Легкий, тяжелый, энергетический. Более броню. Продолжить. Так, хавчик с медициной. Хлам.
I smell blood!
А ну стоять, блядь. На тебе по башке, яркость что-то сильно еще. Давай-ка немножко. На 25. Блин. Ой, нет. 30, да. Подозрение. На соточку. Выберите подходящее разрешение 3D рендера, чтобы соотнести окно и вид с размером вашего экрана.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all the... You pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Пойдем. Понятно вам. Кого-то разобрало. Так, снаряжение. Броня. Пойдем. Медицина 20, медицина 40, медицина 40. Адреналин. Ага. 25 здоровья в течение 2 секунд.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no value. Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health. Unauthorized. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel. Gesture procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarded parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time. If your equipment is in need of...
Дальний бой, ближний бой, защита, общение. Мне надо технологию вкачивать, по идее. Медицину, науку. Технологию. Еще два. Давай ближний бой. Не надо ближний бой. Дальний бой. Умение напарника, способность. Крутизна, ну. 50%. Здоровье, давай. Добавься. Так, снаряжение. Вот, я понял. Вот. Бананы. Пушку. Запельника. 110. 90. Вот так. Что еще?
Repair or modification, the crux...
Нет модификации. Ой, это что такое? 91.
The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed. These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Huh?
Биться со мной надо. Сосал. Красиво, красиво. Что-то подрагивается игра, давай-ка. Тогда качество писать. На ультра. Вот так.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Откуда надо?
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
Сам сынок.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Высокие стены. Приятно познакомиться.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Что?
Got a knack for being discreet like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Хорошо, скоро приду. Воровать могу. Все все продадим. экран. Пойдем, да, посмотрим, что это такое вообще. О, хорошечно. Часть вторая. Посещение Эджвотера. Так, давай. 110, 110, они одинаковые, короче. Броня. 4.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet. Music to my ears.
Навыки торговли. Дай мне посмотреть. Продаем все подряд. Острый соус. Продаем. Филе китунца. Кусок говна. Хлеб. Оставим. Да все продаем. Не знаю, я этим не буду пользоваться. Шум, инструмент для взлома компьютера. Это что? Боеприпас. Починить. Починить. Сколько, блядь? Да иди-ка ты нафиг. Ваши беды. Ладно. Ебать, ничего не будет. Надо вот это говнецо продать. Что за пролаг?
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer.
Да.
Music to my ears.
Да.
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
I'm sorry, I'll just...
Погоди. Дневник. Персонаж. Один задание. Персонаж. Да. Кодекс заданий. Поручение. Могильник. На Е.
Give me a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
He's off the...
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Because they're not... If you're not from... Laura... Shame...
деятельность, незаконное вторжение, взлом замков компьютера, а также убийство считается преступной деятельностью и не одобряется обществом. Чтобы заниматься такими вещами без последствий, постарайтесь, чтобы вас не видели. Меня не видели. Продолжить. Ой, я и тут продавать. Какая штука. А почему я не могу продать? Почему я не могу продать? А. Чтобы это делать, надо... Персонаж снаряжения 113. Буду повыше. А мне что за кувалда моей мечты? Зачем я тыкаю терминалы, зачем я нажимаю, но вдруг там какая-нибудь информация у него бывает.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthy.
What do you think you're doing?
Да я тут
Do what you want, I guess.
Ой, прости. Да ничего я себе не позволяю, понимаешь?
Well, did Mr. Thompson? Well, you some sort of wandering alienist?
Да-да-да.
What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking.
Малец, у тебя рожа стрёмная.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Всего доброго. Я вот здесь что-нибудь спущу. Всего доброго. Что у тебя есть вообще? Опа, приятно.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Прям духом мне не говорил.
Please don't... Physical?
Да-да-да, я чистый.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged. What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? You may think that, but the tidiness of my fellow worker is my responsibility, alive or otherwise. Whether you're showing up to work or going to that great cannery in the sky, it's my job to make you look like a million bits. You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I? Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Кот, который спит, который кот, год, который кот. Стилизация мне нравится, прикольно, в принципе, прикольно выглядит все эта игра. Сломал ногу. А чё ты, давай? Попрыгай. Работать. Урон. Откуда? Чё? Вот это поворот. 5. 4. Вот такой у меня чувачела. Надо мне пистолет качать, работать, забрать, починить, работать. 50. Ну давай. Лучше чуть-чуть. 10. Ну давай еще. И вот этот. 153, 132.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance.
все-таки мало.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
Ты, блядь, пошути еще.
You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Ты урод, блядь. Ты мне локоть прокусил.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Похоже на Фоллоч, движок Фоллоч, а там даже терминалы как Фоллоч в 4-м, в 3-м. В принципе, все то же самое, только выглядит все это как-то поудачнее, что ли. Ну там, понятное дело, своя тематика.
They told them I when this is lesson. The grease monkey, Argo? Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. You're the first stranger to wander into town in an age. Scripture tells us that nothing happens without reason. I do not attend the good vicar's sermons as often as I should, but yes, I am a scientician, born and raised. And my faith tells me that hard work and difficulty fortify our spirit. Well, this is hard work I ask of you, but there is a reward at the end of it. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the powers about...
My dad told me all about the... I mean...
You